What's up, everybody? We have a special item that I picked up a couple weeks ago. It is the Razer Ecosmart electric sit-down scooter. So 2 weeks in, what do I think? I think I love it. Yes, I know I do. Me and the daughter has been on this thing, riding all over the place. I'm gonna get into the battery specs because I have two different ones, the factory ones and the Mighty Mouse batteries. We're also going to get into the board itself. I'll show you the insides and show you how I run it and some of the things that I put on it. So yeah, buckle up. Let's take a ride. So first off, here's my helmet. I like the basket. I love the basket. I can fit a whole basketball itself in here and go hoop at the court. A few different courts in these parks. Have about 8 parks or so within a mile, 2-mile radius of me. Zoe and I go to those all the time. What do I have here? I have it's a body cam that I put back here sometimes, or I'll keep on me just to get some action or something like that. But I usually use the action cam itself. We have a speaker mounted. Zoe and I like to jam dubstep when we're riding around. I have a holder for the phone. This is to hold the action cam. The videos I've already taken look very nice. This is a horn. Very loud. You can do different settings, all that good stuff. What else? I have a light down here. You have a headlight, not really a headlight as much as just a light to light up the front if I'm out in the dark or something like that. Just to have it on. Of course, I got the tail light. I'm gonna have that tail light going. You got different settings, which is pretty cool. Night Rider. And what I did is I put grip tape on this board here because what I do is I sit here just like this and ride. My feet are here. I got it loose right now because I'm going to take it off and show you. But my feet sit here and the other one sits on the other side. When we're going, of course, I can balance. Zoe literally just stands right here. She stands up right here. She puts her little hands. She just turned 4. She puts her hands right there and she just stands straight up. Plenty of room to do so. The camera doesn't do it justice, but there's plenty of leg room for her. She's only covering from like there to here with her feet, and technically she can cover all this because I ride with my feet way back here. But I put some grip tape extra for her, and it holds up. Usually when I ride this thing, I'm riding with her. I actually took it for a spin myself today and had a chance to test the batteries fully until they got down to the yellow indicator. So the yellow light says that they're low, that's full of course. So let's get into the batteries. So for one, what I do, because I switch them out all the time for different purposes, which I'm about to explain, but what I do is on the front, I just tie them down with zip ties. I do that so it's tied down so I can snip them real quick, because on the bottom you have to use a screw. These back here you can just screw in. The front ones you can't do that, so I use zip ties so I don't have to put pliers on the bottom. Anyway, I keep the Allen wrench right there. It doesn't even come out, so I can have quick access. I unscrew that, snip those, take the board right off. There's the compartment. So what I like about the Mighty Mouse batteries, so here they are. Mighty Mouse batteries, the factory batteries. These are 9 amp hour, I'm sorry, these are 10 amp hour batteries, 12 volt. These are 7. These are the factory ones. I got the 10 because I didn't want to go any bigger and have to adjust it any kind of way. These are the exact same size minus, look at that, the height. See that? So that spacer right there, when the factory batteries are in, you put that in there and it holds it in place. These come right up to a board. What I usually do is I put like a felt cushion on top so they don't jump around. But these are the exact same batteries, or same size. It's just the 10 amp or higher. Once you go higher than 10 amp, they start to get fatter and taller. So at the end of the day, they're not going to fit in the compartment right. So I go 10 amp. Now, after testing these batteries, what I come to find out, I found these out today, is I rode this full speed, a lot of downhills, slight uphill. I use these with Zoe, and they take us a good 25 minutes, because that's usually the trail I go is only 25 minutes. Today I rode for about 35 minutes, full speed pretty much the whole way. It was just me, and then the light went yellow. So you're supposed to get 40 minutes out of these, it says. No, actually, I'll take that back. It was about 30 minutes. I rode full speed, throttle all the way. It was just me. And at the end of the day, it was it hit the yellow. Now, the good thing is it didn't stay yellow. It went back green. It only hits yellow when I slightly start to go up a hill, but if I have it full throttle and I'm going straight, it wasn't yellow. So that's after 30 minutes. And on the yellow light, I don't know how far I can go yet. I'm thinking 15 extra minutes, if that. We'll have to test that sometime, but these at max speed hit yellow at about 30 to 33 minutes, but I still had lots of juice. Now, I took these out. I had these in whenever I took my daughter to the park. This park, it's the latest video I put up. It's a Flower Mound Park. Had lots of hills, had lots of twists and turns. Most of the time there, and the route that we took before we got to that main park was really smooth sailing. I had it maxed out. We had about a mile put on it before we got to the hills. And then we went through there, and a lot of those parts we went through, we went full max. There's like 2 little ponds with ducks. There's like 3 parks all in one. It's a long trail. Long story short, these batteries held up. I thought they would last longer, but at about the, let me think. At about the 40-minute mark, maybe, yeah, I would say about 40-minute mark, maybe 35. That's when I noticed, actually more like 35. That's when I noticed the light come on, the yellow light. Now, keep in mind, it's about the same as this, but the difference is my daughter that just turned 4 is 37 pounds. So the lights came on about 30 to 33 minutes with just me. The yellow light, which I still have plenty of power, I could still go. Yellow light come on about 35 minutes, maybe somewhere in there, maybe 36, 34. But I had Zoe on the whole time, and we was mainly uphill when I took her to the park. So I will vouch for the Mighty Max batteries and say they do hold up. When the yellow light came on, we still had about 20 minutes, maybe 15 worth of drive back to the house. So what I did is I cruised it. I cruised at about half speed. When we was on a downhill, I let off the throttle, and I kept it about half speed, and we got home. Now, it didn't have really hardly any torque, but I still had half speed. If I pulled the throttle back, I was still going half speed, and I still had battery when I got to the house. And when I got to the house, we was in 48 minutes. Keep in mind, I'm 180, she is 37 pounds, and these batteries are about 6 pounds heavier than these overall. So 6.5. So at the end of the day, I like these batteries. These are gonna be my go-to when I'm riding with my daughter, because again, they held up, and I think I could have probably got another 10, maybe 15 minutes out of them if we just had to slowly creep back home. And if we took a straight flat trail, I think we would have gotten a lot more time with these, but the trails we took, if you go watch the last video, I cut a lot of it out and just got the main parts, but it was really up and down. Today, I didn't really do all that up and down. If I'd have taken these batteries on that same trail with just me, I think these would have cut out maybe at about, or started to go yellow at about maybe 25 to 30 minutes. I don't know, I'm just kind of giving you estimates here, but the point is, I love the scooter. I max this thing out, I go on the trails, and it holds up just fine 2 weeks in. The motor doesn't even really get hot. I mean, it gets a little warm, but I'll max it out. It doesn't really get hot, I have no problems. I got these wires on Amazon for 30 bucks. It came with the fuse and all that good stuff. And I got these batteries for like 60 something, the 10 amps. So the Mighty Mouse, same ones that Home Depot and Lowe's sell, so that's why I got these. So even though they're China batteries, it's the main ones, 12 volt, that Home Depot and Lowe's sell. So there you go. Factory batteries, here they are, and I just copied what these showed. I just went on there. Yeah, it's hot glued professionally. Of course, that's my hot glue job. So anyway, yeah, the batteries are good. I love the scooter, I dig it. Whenever I do travel and go to different parks, I'll keep a set in. When these run out, I'll go back to the truck, pop the other ones in so I can keep riding when I start to go out on different trails. That's why I put the zip ties in the front too, and I tie the back two down with the bolts, because I want it to be sturdy, I want it to be stable, especially when my daughter's on it, and I keep the Allen wrench right there. So that's pretty much it. Sorry my nose is running here. I was outside a while ago, it's getting a little windy, and the wind was blowing in my face. I was like, on a downhill, you max it out, you could easily hit 22 miles an hour. I'm just assuming I'm going that fast when I'm going downhill. I haven't tested that yet, so we'll have to do that on another video. So thanks for watching, I appreciate it, and we'll see y'all all on the next one. All right, here we go. Here's the compartment, by the way. Love this thing, super fast, super smooth.